regresé con otro video. Today's video is gonna be a little different. I hope it turns out really good because I've actually never done this. I'm gonna take you guys behind the scenes. My brother and I decided to do a collaborative shoot today, itching to just take some cool, out of my comfort zone type of pictures. So right now, I'm just gonna get ready really quickly and do this makeup. I put on this wig. Could have laid her more down, but when it comes to pictures, we can finesse it. Y'all know what my wigs look like when they lay, because you can't Photoshop videos. So you might hear some things happening in the background. That's because Juan is currently setting up, because we're gonna take you behind the scenes of what we go through to take, yeah, there you go. What we go through to just create some dope content for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you guys, if you are photographers or anything, maybe you guys can leave some questions down below. I don't know, maybe Juan might start his own channel, I don't know. You know, people don't got haircuts right now, so it's a little different, all right? Our fellas out here ain't trying to be on camera sin una pelada. Pero si ustedes están excited for today's video, hit the like button, subscribe button, y vamos a comenzar. Juan kind of gave me kind of like an idea of what he wanted me to do. One tip that photographers always, at least my brother, because I don't really work with a lot of photographers, a shade. One thing that my brother always makes sure that I don't play with is my base, because there's not much you can do if your base, if your foundation, if your face looks jacked, there's not much you can do on Photoshop unless you're trying to completely change my face. We try to be really particular about not doing too much, because even me, I was one of those people who used to face tune OD, and I used to think it looked so pretty, kind of like a Snapchat filter where you start feeling like, oh my gosh, these features look cool. But girl, you don't look like that. So he put me onto like making sure there's grain in your photos, because that's gonna give you texture, that's gonna make your pores look like pores. You don't want to be on Instagram or on Facebook or any type of social media platform without pores. It doesn't exist. So when you guys see me, you see those little hoyitos there, you see these little discolorations, real, okay? I really think it's important for me as a content creator to show a transformation, because I'm not just gonna always show you what things always look like. It's not always perfect, and it's cool. I think it's good to share what you do to get rid of discoloration or to make yourself look like yourself, but you know, tweak some things here and there. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you how to completely change your entire face that God created. Like, I think that's a little bit too much, and that's something that you have to do with your own self. Sorry, I kind of went in the red there, dang. You know, I just think it's important for you to embrace who you are. I know that with social media and a lot of these apps, sometimes you feel like, I will look cuter if I look like this, and then you take the app off, and look, that ish happens to me too. I'll be like, dang. That's why I think it's important for me to come up on here and be like, reality check, this is your girl, okay? Feeling poppin', better than ever. This is usually what I look like 99.9% of the time, and I feel great. I feel happy. I feel free. So that was kind of me giving you a spiel. When you are taking pictures, please don't depend on apps to make you look good. It shows. So try to really focus on yourself. You feel me? First things first, I am going to, you know, put my little bougie water, a little Forsali, you feel me? Rose gold skin mist, boom, right here. Oh wow, Monica, you definitely opened your eyes right to that. Good job. Been loving my Elizabeth Arden lip balm. For every look, you want a pop of color? All right. When it comes to editorial stuff, I feel like you don't really have to worry about like a cut crease, depending on what you're going for. But for today, Juan just wants like a pop of color, so I'm literally going to figure out how to do what he envisions, because you know, we're our own glam squad, we're our own everything. So we're just going to brush these up. I'm assuming brows is gonna be really bushy. Okay. All right. I'm gonna snatch the face. I'm gonna take the Milk Hydro Grip. It's kind of like a face mask. I wonder if this is just as good. I actually think I like it better applying a primer like this. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I love how that applied with a little spatula. This is a Sigma clay mud mask brush. It like literally helped it stick. You see, like I just, me gustó como se sentía. Next, you wanna make sure that we are flawless, and that means we're gonna color correct. Again, you don't have to color correct. I personalmente like to color correct. It helps me wear less foundation. Pack that in. I've been really enjoying a Nicky Jam scripted documentary. I've never really seen anything like that. Like, he's playing himself while also doing like a sit-down documentary style. Very cool. And I didn't even know he went through all of that. Like, growing up, I was listening to Nicki Jam, but yo no sabía, like, that when he was singing Yo no soy tu mari, like, that was him still in the come up and all the ish that was happening behind the scene. Bro, that's a really good lesson to really understand that although, you know, you might be on this platform, you don't know what people are going through. And Lord, was he going through some stuff? And to see how he's just really, like, you know, overcome all his obstacles, I'm a fan. Like, I've always listened to his music, but like, it was never like, oh, you know, just reggaeton artist, you know. But ahora I'm like, wow, like, his story is beautiful. And it was just to show, like, cuando tu tiempo, cuando te toca, que te toca. Like, you know, him growing up and starting up with Daddy Yankee, and then, you know, his turn didn't happen. Daddy Yankee kind of continued to persevere, and he was still trying to find himself, and he was still dealing with his stuff, and he was seeing his boy blow up right before his eyes due to, you know, his addiction and all that. And it was just so interesting because I feel like so many of us constantly feel like our time hasn't come yet, and you're seeing everyone continue, and you're like, when is my time gonna happen? And míralo ahora, like, he's able to have his documentary on, like, a scripted documentary on Netflix. He's had songs. Didn't he have a song at the World Cup with Will Smith? Yeah, I think he did something with Will Smith too. It just comes to show that cuando te toca, te toca. So everyone just, you know, really focus on yourself and do things that apply to you, because God knows his timing. Like, timing is everything, everything. Okay, for foundation, I'm gonna go in with my NARS. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Makeup Forever. I don't wanna look too dewy. I wanna control my oils. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever and the NARS together because it's just gonna give me a really matte and hydrated formula. Again, you want a flawless foundation. If your photographer says, we can fix it on Photoshop. Like, I feel like Photoshop should be the last resort. You feel me? Like, my toes aren't done. He needs to figure something out about that. I don't know. I don't know if he can do it. We in a quarantine. What am I supposed to do? Okay. I've never been good at doing my own toes, so my nails aren't done. I could have popped on some press-ons, but I'm lazy. You want me to put press-ons on? Do you care? Yeah? You see that? That is such a beautiful formula. It's like the best of both worlds. Once your base is good, the possibilities are endless. And the shade that I used in NARS was Macau, and the shade that I used in the Makeup Forever matte velvet skin was Y523. Yeah, you can't even really see it. I'm gonna go back into my forehead. I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna take whatever's on here. Okay, mi gente, mira, terminamos con la base. The base, she's good. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Juan, do you like a high brow or like a natural brow? Like how I did it with the cat eye, like la ceja se veía más alta? Yeah. I'm gonna take precisely my brow and I'm just going to fill these in. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of NC45 and we're just gonna clean these up. Clean these up. As you can see, I'm lightly cleaning up these brows because I do want them to look natural as possible. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these brows thick. I'm gonna take a little bit of lime crime and I'm really gonna set these brows in. Ooh, those are brows. Okay. I'm gonna set my face with Laura Mercier. Remember, we're just lightly setting. I'm gonna start my contour. I'm gonna take Tan Deep Sand first, and I'm just gonna apply that on my T-zone, my jaw. And I kind of use this as a blueprint for my face. And we're just gonna go in. So we already have ese contorno natural. I'm gonna add some more. I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender Bounce Concealer in 4.05. And this is going to brighten. The Tarte Tan Deep Sand color is really nice for like, it gives you kind of like that glow. I'm gonna go a little more because when it comes to taking pictures, less is not more. More is better. I'm just gonna go in. All right, guys, take your sponge. Woo! That looks so, like the dewiness in it, it's like, oh. Again, you want to dab very gentle because the construction of the face is what's really going to make sure that these photos come out popping. You see? I'm just gonna, I feel like I contour my nose a little crooked just now, but there's always room to clean up later. This is so creamy, you guys. It doesn't even like, you know how sometimes a concealer can give you like a little bit of that residue? Oh, that looks so pretty. All right, guys, moving on to our contour. A little thing that I learned. So if you only contour, for example, we are going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills in shade Ebony. So we're gonna cream contour, right? So I'm just going to diffuse ese contorno, because you know, Iris is a whole makeup artist. I learned that with a natural bronzer, so this is a natural bronzer, right? What we're doing right now, this is gonna give us like that warmth to the face. Which right here in real time, it's creating a definition. It's gonna look so pretty. But let's say Juan wants to take a black and white photo of me, just like this, you will not see any definition. So that's when you wanna go in and use a cool tone. And that is what your contour is gonna be. It's gonna give you shadows. This is not gonna give me a shadow in pictures. This is just gonna make me look pretty. Not saying that don't do it, I'm just saying when it comes to pictures, it's not gonna give you the shadows that I want. First of all, this Alamar Cosmetics brush is so nice. And I'm just gonna drag this down. And I'm just gonna go in and diffuse this bad boy. All right, guys, it's time to snatch la cara with some translucent powder. I'm gonna go in with Canufa. I find that Canufa really translates so beautifully in pictures with flash, without flash. Again, when it comes to taking pictures, although I know that I can make my brother do whatever I want to my pictures, I do know that I don't wanna look overdone. So it's really up to me to make sure that the application is close to perfection. So that way he doesn't have to do much to the photos, but just kind of create the setting and tweak here and there if absolutely necessary. Voy un poco. And we're just going to keep packing in. I am gonna do the most and drag it across my mouth. To create shadows in my face, I'm gonna go with Film Noir from MAC, and that's really gonna make this like cool. That is going to show and translate beautifully on pictures, but don't overdo it because she a lot. You see that? And I'm just gonna focus right here. I'm gonna go in with the foundation brush I used earlier, and we're just going to go on top and suck it and like set it into la cara. Yep. Dust this off, and while dusting, we're patting. I'm just setting it into the skin. I'm gonna go in and add a little bit more warmth. I'm packing on the contour. I'm going in with Punta Cana from NARS, their new bronzing collection. Again, Morenitas, Morenitos, the new NARS bronzing collection. There's a few bronzers. Again, warmth. Bronzers are gonna add warmth to your face, are gonna give you that sun-kissed momento. There's a few in there that might not look like our complexion, or it might even look close to our complexion, but it does something to the skin. I think I featured it in my last video. I believe so. Hopefully, I'm trying to be in order over here. Really, really, really good. There's so many options. Kudos to NARS. Y'all gave us options. Like, we be out here like, I don't look like nothing. That look like my complexion. How's that bronzer? Like, am I lying or am I not lying? Okay, and I'm just gonna go in with a soft brush. And we're just gonna go higher. I will always see lighter skin people like just go, yeah, and I'll be like, dang, that light shade really did something for y'all. And then I used to think it would do something for me, and I'd be like, that didn't work. See, so I still see my cool tone, I still see the warmthness, and I hope that everything translates nice on camera. Taking NC45, and I'm gonna go under my eye. I love NC45, yo. All right, guys, for my eyes, we're gonna be playing a lot with some color, so I'm just going to literally create a nice little soft eye look. I'm gonna go in with the baked browns from the Dos Colors. Oh, this new packaging is just stunning. I'm not really putting primer on or anything like that. I'm gonna go in with, let me see, let me just go with this color right here. And I'm just gonna kind of like create, it's kind of like, what's that called? I'm just going to kind of carve out my eye for now. Kind of like a nice little hint. I'm gonna go in with some Tati lashes, and these are the TL2. And I'm just gonna put these on for now. I'm just gonna go in and pop these on. We are almost at the finish line. At least I have my base on, and then we can kind of like figure out what we're gonna do after. I love these lashes. Let's just add some blush. All right, I'm gonna go in with blush more than I would. We're gonna literally use our blush like if it was a contour. I'm just going to diffuse it a little bit. I still want to see it. This is still glam. All right, I'm gonna attempt to put some lashes on you guys. Bottom lashes. Ooh, this is fun. We are almost at the finish line. This is so fun. You want a gloss, you want a matte. This is so cool. I'm gonna go in with Dose of Color and Stone. Juan's literally hovering over me, making sure that this looks good. I told you, he's mean. Ooh, Stone is pretty. I like Stone. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe palette, and this one is 35C. Y el nene quiere que me ponga un rosado. Puedo coger this pink right here. Baby pink. I've never done a baby pink on my own. Like, I see it on camera, but for you, no se va a ver. This look is brought to you by Shave Alex. Ooh, this is pretty. I ain't even... Yeah, for a pink like this, si tú quieres que se te... It has to be like primed and ready to go. But for me not even priming my lid and putting this on, I'm pretty impressed. It's quantity. You feel me? Should I wait, jack her out, leave her right there? All right, Juan said to blend down my blush. So that means I'm just gonna take... I almost wish my blush was the color of my eyes. No se nota. Oh, because como yo me di un contour now, I see it a little bit. I'm literally adding that eyeshadow, guys, to my cheeks. Just gonna go back in with NC45. I'm savage. NC45 gives me the toque final. Do you want me to have highlight? No? Brillo. Yo no sé qué inventamos hoy, mi gente, pero we like it. Juan wants some highlight. Let's give him some highlight. Do you want a not obnoxious highlight? Do you want just to make the skin look glowy highlight? I actually like this matte look. Yeah. I thought we can add highlight into another look. I'm gonna take my hourglass. Juan literally was like, hey, do you have like a long wig? And I was like, I don't think so. She came into life. This is giving me very Cher vibes. Naomi sis. We have not shot here. I want to contour my nose a little bit more. Ooh, now it's Naomi with that contour. But this look came out gorgeous. Ooh, I'm feeling very disco queen right now. All right, guys, I'm gonna flip the camera, and now it's time to figure out what the hell we're gonna wear.